Welcome to BucosLocker. Good evening. Some of you, good late afternoon, good evening. Hope everybody doing good out there. Hope everybody's staying healthy, staying safe, staying sanitized, making sure family good, your kids, your spouse, close friends, relatives. Hope everybody doing good during this crazy time right now. A lot of stuff is going on right now with the economy and with this coronavirus. I mean, it's causing mass chaos, and sometimes during these time frames, people need some time to relax and have something to do. Like me, I use BucosLocker as a mechanism to enjoy myself talking about football. So, hopefully everybody, staying hydrated, keeping their immune systems good, keeping their refrigerator filled with food, exercising, finding things to do, learn a new language, learn a new skill, trade, or anything like that. Just kind of get your mind off all the chaos around you. So that's the most important thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just maintain sanity. But outside of that, we about to get to business. This is not gonna be a long video. This is gonna be real, not real quick, but just enough. But let's get down to business with BucosLocker. So a lot of people were talking about during free agency this offseason, Bruce Arians made he went out and said, look, I want to bring my defense back. That was the most important thing over the quarterback situation, everything. He wanted to make sure he bring his defense back because he saw how the defense looked towards the end of the season. These are facts. No lies here. Everybody saw it. The defense looked really good the last, 6 games, I would like to see that same defense for 16 games versus 6. It's the second time they did that. They waited till the back end of the season to figure out the system. They did it with Mike Smith and they did it with Todd Bowles. But you saw the vast improvement, most importantly, in the secondary. And that was that's been a bugaboo for the last however so many years. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. The secondary has been one of the worst in the NFL. That's just facts. You can't refute facts when you can't defend a secondary that's been really bad for 7, 8, 9, 10 years. But the secondary is very young. A lot of draft picks has been pushed to that area of the team because of the lack of a competent GM that we have. He can't figure out the secondary. He finally figured it out after 4 years of trying to plug and play people, small size, undersized cornerbacks, slow cornerbacks. And so last year they invested a lot of draft picks, Jamel Dean, Mike Edwards, Sean Murphy Bunton, Jordan Whitehead, Carlton Davis. Those are 5 guys that have significantly contributed to this defense getting to where it is in the secondary. I was not concerned about the front 7, but Bruce Arians made a point that he wanted to bring the defense back, and he proceeded to do that. Franchise Shaq Barrett, JPP, Sue. He let go. They let Nassib walk and Bo Allen walk because they wasn't vital pieces of the team. Nassib wanted too much money. He wanted to get paid, and I'm not faulting him for that. But this is a response to what I was seeing a lot on social media. Once the Bucs got Tom Brady, the media, the de facto GM, tried to push free agents to the Bucs. And they tried. They really did. I sat back and watched from afar. They tried to push the free agents to the Bucs. They said, free agents are like just salivating to come play with Tom Brady. They're waiting to come to Tampa. They want to come to Tampa. They want to come to Tampa. They want to come to Tampa. All this talk from the media got a lot of the Bucs fans to bite on it. A lot of Bucs fans was making comments about certain free agents and stuff like that, and trades and all that stuff like that, but none of that came to fruition. It was all a smoke screen, folks. The Bucs on our end, the Bucs front office end, they were not going to sign anybody. They were never going to sign anybody. And then they signed the tackle from the Colts, Haig. That's his name. I think that's how he said. A swing tackle. He can play right or left tackle. He can probably play guard too. But that was the only significant signing outside of what they already had internal. So all this talk that the media was trying to do, all this talk that the de facto GM, the media, tried to give the Bucs, and some of the Bucs fans bit the bait. Because I seen it in the chat rooms. I mean, I seen it in and some of the other groups. They bit the bait about free agents coming here. Oh, so many free agents want to come to the Bucs and all that. The Bucs never had enough money to do it. Their salary cap, all their money went to internal re-signing guys, franchise. You know what I'm saying? To me, from outside looking in, I don't think they ever had any intentions of signing a bunch of guys outside of what they've been drafting the last few years, right? So when Tom Brady with the $50 million guaranteed, $25 million this year, basically, Shaq, Barrett, JPP, and Dominican Sue, those are the major signings. That was it. So they got about $15 to $20 million left, 20 something, maybe like 21. I don't know, about somewhere there, right? And that's not even counting the draft class. Draft class will cost about $7-8 million. So now you're looking at, they're probably gonna have about $7 to $10 million left, right? If they keep the current salary cap the way it is, as far as the team, as far as not restructuring, no contracts, no more restructuring, Cam Brake, they did out Cam Brake already. If they don't restructure anybody's contract to keep everybody the same, after the draft class, they're gonna have about $7-8 million left, maybe. I'm just guesstimating, just guessing, and they might go grab a couple people here and there. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a lot of money to bring people from the outside coming in to that will actually help the team. There's rumors about, Logan Ryan, he will be a great help, but he's going to want too much money. Is there any safeties available out there that they can get for a decent price? Yeah, I haven't looked at the free agents that's left, but pretty much all the top end free agents are gone that can fit the Bucs need. Tackle position, Jack Conlon and Brian Bulaga, they wanted too much money. The Bucs didn't want to give them all that money. You know what I'm saying? Running backs, they kind of went away. They're gonna wait for the draft because the draft is very deep with running backs. Then even the third receivers, the people talking about Julian Edelman and Danny Amendola and all this, bringing back, bring some Tom Brady guys that he's comfortable throwing the ball to. No, Bruce Arians made a comment other day about the draft is very deep with receivers, so he's not going to go get anybody outside of the Bucs organization. If you haven't played for the Bucs, they're not looking at you. They let Rashad Perriman walk. So, a lot of folks bit the apple, man. Like they bit the media apple. They listened to the media, and the media filled their heads up about people coming to the Bucs. I remember seeing the report, like, oh, free agents are lining up to come to Tampa. I was like, really? I can't wait to see this. I was very curious myself. I was very curious to see that once we got Tom Brady, who was going to come to the Bucs. Now, remember, before Brady came to the Bucs, a lot of people was getting signed that can help the Bucs. So by the time Brady signed, by the time they finished the deal and hashed out everything, all the guys that the Bucs could have looked at were gone. And this is after the fact that they franchised Shaq Barrett, they signed JPP, they got Sue under contract, they got Brady. So it's like, basically what that tells me is Bruce Arians, like he said before, they in their minds, they think this team, how it's currently constructed, add the draft class, this team is ready. And I told y'all, for me, it's Super Bowl bust. Will the Bucs get to the playoffs? There's a high probability. Now, nothing's guaranteed, but there's a high probability that the Bucs get to the playoffs. Right? And I already told you the reasons why. But for me, it's Super Bowl or bust. So by not adding anybody outside of the organization that hasn't been homegrown, they basically saying this roster, how it's currently constructed, which this roster has about a year or two left together. They all in. So the more of this whole video is try not to get too caught up when every time the media put out something, don't listen to it. Like, I know y'all saw these videos and reports from these people saying that free agents are lining up to play with the Bucs. I know y'all heard this because I heard it. But my own reason, I know you heard it. And it was all just to push a narrative. It was all about nonsense. Like, I listen to what the media say, but I listen and I kind of come up with my own thought process because I don't go off of what everybody says. I collect things and I just kind of come up with my own theory, my own idea, or my own output versus repeating what everybody say. I will reference it or paraphrase something, but I never, after what happened, a lot of this stuff, I don't listen to the media. Not a lot. I really don't. I watch what they say. I read what they say, but I don't be like taking it in and be like, oh yeah, that's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, come up with your own thought process. Don't try to repeat what the media is saying, because a lot of them just doing it because they just guessing just like us. So all these free agents that's supposed to come to the Bucs, that was never gonna happen. The Bucs had to take care of their own people, and they had to see what they had left, and what they got left is basically a draft class and maybe a couple more guys like the bottom tier free agents to sign. But nobody significant that was on another team last year is coming here. Keep people saying Logan Ryan. I don't see him coming. It's going to cost too much money. Right tackle, that's going to be in the draft. Receiver, third receiver, that's going to be in the draft. Running back, draft. The way this team is currently constructed, the Bucs say that this team is ready to win now. This is about now. You don't go get you don't get a free agent for 3 or 4 years and you're trying to win right now. You build what you got. You roll with what you got. Exactly. It's lining up to play with the Bucs. Now you notice the media hasn't even said anything about that. They haven't came back and corrected themselves because they pushed out something that they know it was a fabricated bull BS. Free agents lining up to come to the Bucs. Says who? Who came up with this stuff? When I'm telling y'all just gotta stop biting the media apple. Stop doing that, man. Think for yourself. You didn't see me come on here all hyped up about, we finna get Todd Gurley, we finna get Lavonte Freeman, we finna get this lane, we finna get this, we finna get that. That was never gonna happen. The way this team is currently constructed, exactly. ESPN. They love pushing the narrative. I don't even watch ESPN. I barely even watch them anymore because they focus on something and they roll with it. You know, so at the end of the day, yeah, they always saying that stuff. When they got look, at the end of the day, man, there wasn't nobody lining up to come to the Bucs. The Bucs didn't have enough money left over to get people to come here. We wasn't that bad to the fact that we needed to do what Miami was doing. Miami revamped the whole roster pretty much. We wasn't that bad. We was 7-9. We lost about 6 to 7 games with one score, you know what I'm saying? And we wasn't that bad that free agent that we needed a guys to come in and help us. We just needed a couple pieces, and obviously those pieces will come from the draft. Running back, right tackle, third receiver, slot receiver, and most likely safety. Maybe a veteran safety. Tony Jefferson might get him. But outside of that, folks, don't get your hopes up for anybody outside of the Bucs organization coming in before the draft and even after the draft. Because this team, they're ready to win now. So if we happen to get somebody like a Tony Jefferson or anybody outside of like that, it's going to be after the draft. Nobody's really going to get signed right now because the draft is about to come. They're focusing on that. They're trying to figure out how they're going to do the draft. It's going to be a unique setting on how they're going to do the draft this year. Very different. So the Bucs scouting department, player personnel director, and all of them, they are focused on the draft. They're not worried about free agents. They can't hold no pro days, so they got to watch a lot of tape. They have to watch a lot of tape. A lot of tape. Shouts out. Hey, Malcolm, what's up, man? What's up? I'm doing good, man. Yeah, play back the screen. I'm about to end this video. I just wanted to drop a video and just kind of touch on the free agents supposed to be coming to the Bucs. You know, they lined up to come to the Bucs. ESPN, boy, NFL Live, boy, they love putting out stuff and people eat it up. I learned my lesson a long time ago, man. Whatever they put out, I'd be like, okay. Grain of salt. I listen to it and I do my own research. Wasn't nobody coming here. Not enough money. And some of y'all bit that apple. I told y'all I watch from afar. I watch from afar. I know, I mean, it's not hard. I watch from afar. I see what's going on. I see what the Bucs fans talk about, and I address it. Some people bit the apple, man. But I didn't. A lot of us didn't bite the apple, but don't get too caught up in the media politics, man, and the narrative they like to drive. Drive your own narrative if you can. Make up your own stuff. Put stuff together and come up with your own ideas. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes just sit back and watch, like I do. It's not hard. But anyway, just want to touch on that real quick because I'm still waiting. I'm actually waiting on this line to show up that people want to come to the Bucs. I'm waiting on this line. Who coming to the Bucs? Who's coming to the Bucs? What a line at? Ticket number, B. Where is it at? Where the guys coming to the Bucs because of Brady? No. ESPN, boy. Well, I tell you. Anyway, this is BucosLocker, man. This will just get so funny, man. I thought this offseason for me is just going to be funny for me. More videos going to be coming. Prior to the draft, I will be talking about draft picks and all that, but I'm gonna still hit on these things about the team. I talked about the O-line. I talked about the defense. I'm going to talk about the special teams. I talked about the running back. I'm going to talk about the defense. I'm going to talk about the special teams. Then I'm going to talk about Brady. In that order, before the draft. I'm going to talk about those videos. Those are the next videos coming up. Separate videos for each part of the team before the draft. And then I'm going to make a live reaction video for the draft, too. It's going to be off the chain, folks. Stay tuned. Anyway, this is BucosLocker, man. You know what it is. I'm about to go out here for my little evening walk. Do some studying. Eat me some good food. Look, Davis. I'm gonna talk about everything, baby. Every unit of the team in a separate video before the draft. How the team looking right now? I'm gonna talk about each area and what needs to happen in the 2020 season. I'm gonna talk about Matt Gay. I'm gonna talk about the secondary. I'm gonna talk about the defense. I'm gonna talk about the quarterback. So stay tuned for those videos, folks. And those videos will be on YouTube only. I'm not going to do those videos on the Facebook group. Those videos are going to be strictly on YouTube. So with that being said, this is BucosLocker. Subscribe to the channel. Like the channel. Share the videos. Make sure you follow and like the Facebook page, BucosLocker. It's over 1,000 followers now. Appreciate the support for all my Bandits, Pirates, and everybody across the Bucs family, community, and Patriots fans. That's Bucs fans now. Or because of Brady fans, or because of Brady coming here, even Brady fans. Welcome to the Bucs community. As you can see, it's mayhem. But y'all be safe in the groups, man. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Stay sanitized. Stay woke. This is BucosLocker signing out. Fire those cannons. Seize the day. Raise the flag. No risk. We got to get that biscuit. BucosLocker out.